students, welcome learning English class. Today we are going to discuss 1.4 of standard 10, All the World's a Stage. But before we will start the poem, let's have some warming up activities. See, the first question is, you need to find 7 wonders of the world. So that you need to find and write, students. Then 7 continents, 7 colors of rainbow, 7 notes of the music, and 7 seas of the world. So these are the things that you need to find and write. Now the next warming up activity is, life is often compared to many things. Write down 7 things that life can be compared to and justify the comparison. So one example is given, that life is a keyboard because if you press the right keys, you have types a good destiny. So you can write different examples where you compare life with different things. For example, life is like a game. Sometimes you win or sometimes you lose. There may be sorrow sometimes or there may be happiness sometimes. Or you can say life is like ice cream. Enjoy before it melt. So enjoy every moment of life. So that way you need to compare life with different things, and that examples you need to write over here. Next warming up activity is match the pair. Let's try to solve this. Age group and stages. Birth to 2 years. So what we can call it, birth to 2 years is babyhood or infancy. 3 years to 12 years is childhood. 13 years to 17 years, teenage or adolescence. So this way students, you need to match age group with stages. Now let's see the poem. Before we'll discuss the poem, let's discuss something about the poet William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is well-known poet. He was playwright basically, and actor as well. Even called as National Poet of England. Yes, he wrote many plays and he wrote poems in that plays. So this poem, All the World's a Stage, is taken from one of his play. The name of that play is As You Like It. So here the poet compare the whole world with a stage. See students, some features or peculiarity of this poem is blank verse poem. If you remember in Tagore's poem, we discussed that was free verse poem. There was no rhyming words, so that was free verse poem. Even in this poem also, there are no rhyme scheme. Though there is no rhyme scheme, this poem is called as blank verse because though there is no rhyme scheme, but a systematic rhyme is followed by Shakespeare. So this poem is called as blank verse. So when you will write appreciation of the poem, students, here about this poem you will write this is blank verse poem. So as I said, in this poem William Shakespeare, he compared world with a stage, and he said all men and women, they are merely players, they are actors, they are playing different characters. They have their exit and their entrance. So student, exit means death and entrance is birth. So let's see what are those stages that Shakespeare explained in this poem. So let's see. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant babbling and pucking in nurse's arm. So here the poet said, every man and woman have gone through different ages in the whole life. What are those different ages? He said there are 7 ages. The first one is of infant. So what is the characteristics of infant? What are the features of infant, or we can say qualities of infant? That the infant is mewling and pucking. These are qualities of infant. Mewling and pucking in nursam. Pucking means vomiting or throwing out. When the weaning schoolboy, the second age of human being, is the weaning schoolboy with satchel. Satchel is school bag on his back and shining morning face, creeping like snail. Yes, students, the poet compared schoolboy with snail. Unwilling to school. So this is second age that the poet mentioned. The third age is of lover, shining like furnace with awful ballad. That singing all sad song, awful ballad is singing sad songs. Mad to his mistress eyebrow. So this is one age, that is third age. The fourth one is of soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like a pard. Pard is leopard. Jealous in honor, sudden a quick in quarrel, seeking the Bible reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Cannon's mouth is dangerous situation. So in this age, a human being is having quite a strength and ready to face any situation. The next stage is, the poet called that age as justice age, where the human being in his middle age, in fair round belly with good capon line. Good capon line, that is excess fat due to irregular diet or unhealthy diet. So in this middle age, human being got little excess or excess fat due to unhealthy diet, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, with full of wise saws. Saws is saying that in this age that human being ready to give advices to others and modern instances, and he plays his part. So that is fifth age. In sixth age shifts into lean and slippered pantaloon. Pantaloon is a kind of trouser basically. But here in this age, that the human being he is not very much taking care of his dressing. So his basically his dressing is not very much up to date at this age. With spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose, that close fitting covering for legs, with youthful hose, well saved, a world too wide for his shank and his big manly voice. This is description of sixth age. And then the last one, that last age is little miserable, where human being turning again towards childish tribble is very weak, three times weaker than a child. Pipes and whistle in his sound. Why whistle is there in his sound? Because he is not having any teeth, so there is whistle in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this stage's eventful history is second childishness. This age, this seventh age, is also called as second childishness and mere oblivion. Mere oblivion. Oblivion means the state of being unaware or unconscious of surroundings and happenings, that the human being in this age is not able to understand what is happening in his surroundings. Sans teeth, that no teeth in mouth. Sans eyes, no eyesight. Sans taste, no taste. And sans everything. So this is the last age. So students, I hope you understood the whole poem. What the poet said, that the whole world is a stage and every man and woman they are players, and each one played its character, where each one gone through different ages. So there are 7 ages at what the poet said. Now let's discuss few activities which are given over here. The first one is again match the pair. See the stage is life as one is done for you. Characters. Characters are roles played by human being. Script is story of life. Dialogues, conversation. Entry is birth and exit is death. So in this activity, read the poem carefully and complete the following table. What you have to write over here? Ages of man and its quality. Say for example the first age. The first age is infant age. So role is infant and quality is meddling and packing. Yes. So this way you have to write all 7 ages and its qualities. Next is write down in your own words the difference between the following stages of a man's life. So you have to compare two stages like stage 2 and stage 4. So you have to go through the poem. What is stage 2? Stage 2 is the stage of a school boy, right? He is compared with snail that unwilling to go to school, if you will see in this poem. So that is stage 2 and stage 4 is soldier. So stage 2 is schoolboy unwilling to go to school and stage 4 is stage of soldier. So here you need to compare both. So how the schoolboy was? He was lazy, unwilling to go to school. That is why he compared to snail. And soldier, very courageous, ready to face any difficult situation. So here we compare stage 2 and stage 4. So this way you compare stage 3 and stage 5, stage 1 and stage 7. Next is pick out lines that contain imagery. Imagery means what, students? That which create picture in our mind. Like schoolboy. So which line in the poem create picture of schoolboy in our mind? That you have to write. So let's find in the poem. Here it is. Then the evening, schoolboy with satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail. So this sentence created imagery of a schoolboy. So this way you have to write the answer of this question. Same with soldier. So which line in the poem created the picture of soldier in our mind? That line of the poem you need to write. Then the next is question number 6. Question number 6 is think and write on your own. Question number 6 is what is the central idea of the poem? So what is the central idea? In the poem, the poet compared the whole world with a stage and the poet said all men and women are merely players and they all have gone through 7 ages. And those 7 ages are that all 7 ages you have to mention. The next is which two stages of man described by Shakespeare sound humorous? Which one is humorous? Yes, here you can write about age of a schoolboy, that is humorous because he was lazy compared with snail, unwilling to go to school. And the age of a lover, that is also humorous, that is described by Shakespeare. And then the next question is the last stage of life sounds very sad and miserable. So why it is sad and miserable and how can you make old age also cheerful and happy? So why it sounds miserable? Because person not having teeth, there is no eyesight, become unconscious. How can even you make the old age cheerful? By comparing old age with childhood, right? You can say that old age, the 7th stage or 7th age is same like childhood or it is nothing but childhood. So here students, till here you have to write all the answers in your notebook. So I hope you understood the poem and you understood even different activities which we have discussed. So thank you and happy learning.